It's time for Caribbean News, covering current events from around the world, regionally and locally, with Sean Garrity on this station. It's news the Caribbean can use. And now, the details. WHO warns against blanket boosters as vaccine inequity persists. Blanket COVID-19 vaccine booster programs could prolong the pandemic and increase inequity, the Director General of the World Health Organization warned. No country can boost itself way out of the pandemic, WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, speaking in Geneva during his final press briefing for the year. And boosters cannot be seen as a ticket to go ahead with planned celebrations without the need for other precautions, he added. The WHO Strategic Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization, or SAGE, has issued interim guidance on booster doses, expressing concern that mass programs for countries that can afford them will exacerbate vaccine inequity. Currently, around 20% of all vaccine doses administered are being given as boosters or additional doses. He stressed that the priority must be on supporting countries that to vaccinate 40% of their populations as quickly as possible and 70% by the mid of 2022. Tedros reported that while some countries are now rolling out blanket programs for a third or even fourth shot in the case of Israel, only half of WHO's 194 member states have been able to inoculate 40% of their populations due to distortions in global supply. Suspect in Haitian president's assassination to return to court on December 31st. The hearing into a request to release the main suspect in the assassination of Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse has been adjourned until December 31st. The update was given by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, or the ODPP, in a statement. The man, Mario Palacios, was detained in Jamaica on October 21st of this year. He was held on an immigration violation. Mr. Palacios' attorney, Queen's Counsel Ms. Carolyn Reed Cameron, filed a writ of habeas corpus to have their client charged or released. The attorney argued that her client is being unlawfully detained. Reports in response to ODPP argument that Mr. Palacios was indeed legally detained on an order issued by the parish court judge. The ODPP has argued that the government of Jamaica is considering an extradition request from the government of Haiti. In his ruling, presiding Judge Justice Courtney Day reportedly noted that due to competing interests, a brief adjournment would bring balance. Justice Day also noted that the delay would allow the extradition request, which was submitted in French, to be translated. In entertainment, Jahshii arrested in Clarendon after illegal party. A senior personnel within the Jamaican Constabulary Force has confirmed with Dancehall Mag that dancehall DJ Jahshii was taken into custody along with scores of partygoers in Clarendon. Under the Disaster Risk Management Act, or DRMA, parties and other such events are prohibited until further notice to alleviate the spread of the novel coronavirus. Jahshii, whose real name is Moleki Tafari Clark, could be seen in a viral video performing to hundreds of patrons in Bargain Village, Maypen, Clarendon. His set was, however, cut short when a member of the police force intercepted. In business, United Delta canceled more than 200 flights. United Airlines and Delta Airlines on Thursday said they had been each canceled dozens of Christmas Eve flights as the spreading COVID-19 Omicron variant takes a toll on its flight crews and other workers. Flora Bradley Watson reports for Reuters.
Thousands of Americans hoping to get home for the holidays are at risk of being stranded. On Thursday, United and Delta together cancelled more than 200 Christmas Eve flights due to COVID-19. Both said they were working to contact passengers so they would not be left waiting at airports. The rapidly spreading Omicron variant has taken a toll on flight crews and other workers. In a statement, Delta Airlines said it had exhausted all options and resources before cancelling around 90 flights for Friday, while United said it had been forced to cancel 120 flights due to staff shortages. The airlines are lobbying for the quarantine guidelines to be relaxed for those fully vaccinated who experience breakthrough COVID-19 infections. On Tuesday, Delta Chief Executive Ed Bastian asked the head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to cut the isolation period to 5 days from the current 10, citing the impact on the carrier's workforce. That request was echoed by Airlines for America, a trade group representing major cargo and passenger carriers.
Meanwhile in sports, Pooran climbs a T20 charts despite Windies' woes. Left-hander Nicholas Pooran has climbed 8 places into the top 30 of the International Cricket Council 2020 batting rankings. The 26-year-old gathered 108 runs in the just concluded 3-match series against Pakistan in Karachi, boasting a strike rate of nearly 148 while hitting a career-best half-century in the final game. Pooran now lies 27th in the rankings, topped by the pair of Pakistanis Mohammad Rizwan and England's Daweed Malan, and is only one of 2 West Indies players in the top 30. And that was the news, entertainment, and sports with Sean Garrity. Be sure to stay tuned to this station for more news from around the world, locally, and the Caribbean.